What's going on, champions? I'm here with Gilbert Melendez. Gilbert, I want to get your thoughts on McGregor Alvarez. Break it down for me.
This is going to be a terrific fight. You know, both of these guys are hard hitters. I think McGregor has a little bit more low mileage on him, on his chin, than Eddie Alvarez, you know, who is...
Been around.
He's been around, you know, and he's a banger, likes to stay in the pocket, but, you know, with the years of damage, you know, he's become more elusive fighter now, especially in the UFC, going against guys like myself and you know, Pettis, and against Cowboy. He hasn't been the stand in the center pocket guy. He's more of a strategic guy, using footwork to stay on the outside or closing the distance and pressing you against the cage. These are the tactics I think he's going to use against Conor McGregor. Don't stand toe-to-toe with Conor. You know, though you might be able to strike with him, that's his best chance. I think Conor McGregor is a great striker, has a long reach, is going to have a longer reach, and he's willing to stay there in the pocket. And he has a good chin as well. He definitely has a good chin. So, I mean, though it can be a good matchup in there, it's best for Eddie to stick and move, try to land the takedown, and I think he will get the takedown. We've seen Chad Mendes get the takedown, right. You know, but who knows? You know, Conor made some great adjustments against Nate, and who knows if he's making adjustments with his defense and his jiu-jitsu games. He can be able to defend the takedown and get to his feet. But if they're standing toe-to-toe, it can be a great fight, you know, and Conor is also very good at stalking someone. So look for him to try to stalk down Eddie Alvarez and not let Eddie be able to keep a good rhythm of footwork, you know. But with that said, I haven't picked a winner yet. You know, I'm probably going to do that when I'm on ESPN, but I think it's going to be a good matchup.
Do you see it going the distance?
You know, I do see if Eddie Alvarez wins, I believe it can go the distance. You know what I mean? I don't know if he may ground and pound him, you know, but I feel it'd be more of a tactical fight, you know, and I think if Conor wins, it's going to be, you know, definitely by a TKO.
You're a guy that's fought at a couple different weight classes. Conor McGregor, he's fought at 145 in the UFC and 70. We haven't seen him at 155 within the UFC. He has fought there before. What's the biggest challenge of going from 145 to 155?
Sure, you know, I mean, you know, he used to be the biggest guy at 45-pound division. Now he's going to be, you know, evenly matched size-wise against Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez is a very thick, durable guy, you know, as well. You know, meaning he probably could take more punishment than the 45-pound divisioners. He's not going to get bullied as much. When you push forward, he'll be able to push back. So, you know, there's the cutting weight that takes a lot from your body, but then the size advantage that plays to your difference, you know. Now the weight cut's not going to be such of a problem for Conor, you know, and he'll probably feel better in his size, but he's going to go against a guy equally as big and as strong as him.
So what does Conor McGregor need to do to avoid the takedown?
To put the pressure, but he needs to also be very defensive at the same time. So as he's walking down Eddie Alvarez and trying to land the hands, he needs to be really engaged to take a step back and counter like he does, or step back and sprawl. He can't be the Terminator and walk forward right into the takedown of Eddie Alvarez. So while putting the pressure, be ready to counter and sprawl at the same time.
So what does Eddie Alvarez need to do to get Conor to the ground?
So for Eddie to get Conor to the ground, he needs to lure Conor in. You know, you can't just blitz in after Conor McGregor, because that's when you'll walk into some big trouble with a big counter or a big punch. So he needs to jab, he needs to get the hands going, he needs to get Conor walking in with the barrage of punches. When he does that, he needs to drop his elevation, penetrate through, either try to get the takedown or rush Conor to the fence and keep him there the whole round. He'll probably win that way, or look to work the takedown there and get Conor tired against the cage.